Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round, discussion time for the Blacklist, episode 5 of season 1. Hello, Matthew and Johan.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it just me, or is this like a little racist? Shouldn't we also have a white list and kind of like maybe
maybe
an African, and maybe call it the African American list?
Well, this is the era of reverse racism.
Making an effort to be for equal things, that's racist. Things should just be without thought. So back to the Blacklist. What'd you guys think? We had a good episode. I thought, man, we're definitely the things coming down with her husband. You know, we're that's opening up. We had another pretty decent villain. Like almost Michael Myers-esque. We got a little more insight into Reddington. Not too much. Oh, we did get one big reveal. We'll get into that in a second. Overall, I think it was a good episode. What did you guys think?
I think that the villain was scary. He wasn't as scary as last week, but he was still pretty scary. The actor,
Agreed.
The actor, however, I really love. I know him from Heroes and from Prison Break, and he always plays a great bad guy.
I've not seen either. Both are on my list, though. Both of those shows are on my list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought the episode
that bone scene. Sorry, Johan, but just real quick.
Hey, jerk.
When he slid that bone back up in his arm, that was awesome. But we'll get into that. Go ahead there, Johan.
Yeah, I was just saying, it was a good episode. Keep interrupting me.
Yo, and let's talk.
Hey,
tell me about it, Johan.
It was a darn good episode. I agree. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Rootin' Tootin'? Was it Rootin' Tootin'?
Rootin' Tootin', good time.
I got some notes here. Oh wait, these aren't notes. These are math questions. Damn it! Wrong piece of paper I brought with me. Well, I'll get them in a minute. I wanna skip all the way.
We start the episode
we do.
With Red Reddington. Revealing basically what his whole strategy for all of this is, which we predicted last week, which is he's getting rid of these people in an effort to further his own means. And in this case, to fight against a specific adversary, which we did not predict.
Right, we didn't, and that was what I was just going to say, man. I want to just jump right into that. Let me get my freaking notes, because it was something excellent. Hold on.
Okay. But we get him talking to his butler.
Back.
We got him talking to his butler, and his butler, I guess it's his butler, giving him advice.
That's the thing. I don't think that's his butler. I think that's like that might be the girl in the picture's father, or that was Skinny Pete.
That was Skinny Pete, the guy who comes in like the guy in the suit who talking.
That was not Skinny Pete.
Yes, it was. You couldn't tell.
That was not.
Yes, it was.
I'm freaking googling it, man. I'm googling that shit because that's the same guy that's been around from the beginning. First episode of this discussion, I said I hope we get more of that henchman, because the henchman just seemed to have intimate knowledge of what's up with Reddington. Like he was really Reddington's right-hand man.
No, I don't think he's his right-hand man. I think he's his Alfred.
You talk about the skinny guy in the suit talking to him in the beginning.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's the Alfred.
Skinny Pete.
Okay, we're going to look in a second, but I think you're right, Matt. I think he's Alfred, but I also think it might be his daughter or sister who the girl was in the picture that Reddington took from the stew maker. Because I think that's what ties them. The stew maker was hired by whoever the adversary they are mutually looking for, and he was hired and he killed that guy. Whoever it is was very important to him, and because he said our adversary, and the way he said that was a little a little more than Alfred. That was like if Alfred took one of Batman's, missions really to heart.
Which Batman has, or sorry, Alfred has in a couple cases.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, because every once in a while you'll have a story where they go, "Oh yeah, we remember Alfred used to be a freaking spy." Yeah, don't forget that. We're not going to mention it for another 10 years, but it's going to happen.
I just put his IMDb link into the chat. Check it out.
Oh, I'm already on my way there. Let me ask you something though, Matt. You might know this answer. Maybe you do too, Johan, because actually I think you read the whole Night Owl thing of Batman. Since we are on Batman, is Alfred a cyborg in the new DC? Or like a hologram? Is he a computer program? Because that's what I'm getting from Detective Comics.
No.
I'm only into the first leg of Detective Comics, but that's what it's seeming like to me, that he's not a human.
I have not thought that at all. Now, mind you, I kind of dropped off after the New 52.
Oh, dude, you gotta read Court Hours.
Yeah, it was too much to intake in too small a time.
Well, isn't this smelly, bearded bastard right? I'm sorry, go ahead.
But from what I have read, that does not seem to be true.
I'm just more shocked right now. I don't even remember what we're talking about because I just saw that Johan is correct, and that it is Skinny Pete who plays Reddington's butt buddy. How freaking cool!
Yeah.
That is actually pretty cool. Skinny Pete, for those of you who don't know, is from Breaking Bad. He's one of Jesse's friends.
If they don't know, they have no business being here. Don't even want them watching this. It's terrible. Yeah, it's from Breaking Bad. If you don't know.
Yeah, don't listen to Todd. He's only the host. Wait, shit. But,
I like the dream sequence, how it opened. What were you gonna say?
But yeah, he's either Red Reddington's like butler or I forget the term. It's like his manservant.
Consigliere? Oh, manservant.
Consigliere.
He's either that or he's another contemporary. Like he's another big bad that just is.
I'm thinking he's a big bad because I thought he was a big bad from episode 1 because he just seemed to know his shit. Like, especially the way he just, like, I remember when he got in that elevator and Elizabeth Keene, is that her name? I forget. Elizabeth saw him, and he just sort of smiled and waved. So if he's not a big bad like Reddington, he's definitely a highly worthy sidekick,
What if Red Reddington is actively working for him? What if I have it completely wrong and Reddington is like he's under contract under this guy?
So Skinny Pete is Red Reddington's boss. That could totally go along. Well, like I said, with that whole our adversary, there was a feeling of equality at least there.
Yeah.
Between the two of them. So that would be awesome. I would be on board with that.
And I wouldn't call it necessarily a boss-employee relationship. I would call it more a contractor-contractee relationship, which is
hey, I got a job. Yeah.
You get a lot more freedom in that particular thing, and you're not micromanaged in a contractor-contractee.
You know something? Thinking about it here, I don't think it is. I think it's something way more personal than all that. I think their relationship is more personal. What their reason for being at ends with their adversary is more personal. I don't think money is involved at all. I don't think anyone's contracted now that we're talking about it.
Well, this is only the second episode we've seen him in. I think we might be jumping the gun a little too much.
No, we're definitely not jumping any guns. We're exactly where the gun is aimed.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of these discussions is to
I mean,
spiral them.
I mean, I do think he could just be a close friend who also gives him information, you know, and gives him
He
jobs from
said
time to time.
our adversary. He said our
Yeah, a
adversary.
mutual friend who has, who gives him, probably they have mutual adversaries or whatever, and he gives him information.
I'm
That's
gonna
true,
say it
because-
again. This is network television. This is network television. They're not gonna say it if it's not important. Their time is worth too much money.
Yeah.
That's true. And if Red Reddington actually worked for this guy, and Red Reddington had secured a resource such as this operative, this CIA operative that they were going after this entire episode, and got a secret file from this operative, if he actually worked for this other guy that Red Reddington wasted this resource on Keen, and he wasn't. So maybe he doesn't work for this guy.
Yeah, the guy was just vested in it, and like you said, it wasn't a waste. He's in it for the long run. But I think that was a little playful jab at the viewers over their ratings, meaning like, hey, we've been doing great in the ratings. This show's gonna be on for a while. That's what I've read off of that little bit there.
Mm.
I think they only filmed 3 episodes when they started it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think so. I think that's what I read too. But now we're going into the 6th episode next week. So it looks like the show is going to be here for at least a little while longer.
Well, the whole long ass season, so we're going to be doing this a lot.
We just have to wait and see if they get if they pass for a second season. And hey, I hope they do at this rate because this show is getting better. I honestly thought when it first
they're going to get Bryan Cranston as a guest star. Sorry, go ahead.
They should. No,
I see it. Sweep.
I think when it first started, I thought the show was lagging a bit, but now I think it's finally starting to pick up.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
I was talking to my father. He said the same thing, and I told him, like, look, it's picking up. Trust me. I'm like, you got to give it a watch. And he said I asked if he watched the Stewmaker episode. He says, yeah, actually, I started watching that. That was cool, but I fell asleep. And I was like, oh, you got to friggin' finish it. He said he will. Give it another shot. But I was gonna say, when you said next week, we're going to the 6th episode, and next week is going to be the judge. Because if we get another villain on par with this week and last week, I would definitely classify this show as a horror action show. Like, you know what I mean? They're taking their cues because the biggest shows out there are horror right now: Walking Dead, American Horror Story, Dexter, etc. Or at least sci-fi in that. So I really think they are playing to the horror market while, doing the typical action espionage thing, and I'm loving that. What do you guys think?
I think it's a nice blend.
I think that those shows are doing really well with people like us, but I can't say that they're the best. The shows that are doing the best. I think we still live in
16.3 million viewers for Walking Dead. Network TV doesn't even get that anymore. For like anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying yeah, but that was for the premiere. For the 2nd episode, it wasn't 16 whatever million. What I'm saying is that there are other shows on network TV that mostly reality shows and shows where you have to vote for who's going to win that consistently do better. We sadly live in a world where people
like garbage television.
Exactly.
Yeah. They don't want quality. They just want something they can sit there and be like, oh, look at the pretty people singing.
Oh, I check the ratings for America's Got Talent often because I want to see if Howard Stern's going to be around the following year, and they do good. They're always claimed to be the winner of the night, but their numbers are like 2 to 4 million viewers. People aren't investing in television so much anymore for shows like that. Believe it or not, I think that shows like Breaking Bad, like Walking Dead, these engaging shows, they're bringing people back home. You know, they're making people come home and sit down and glue themselves to the TV, which is something that the reality shows and all of the bullshit we've been fed for the last decade weren't doing. You know, and they saturated the market with it, and people stopped being dependent on their television for entertainment. They started going out and doing shit. You know, I think I think.
I think
maybe
we're
it's
finally.
a case of, sorry, I was gonna say
yeah.
that maybe it's a case that these shows are dependent. Like you have to watch these shows live because you vote for them, so you kind of have to watch these shows live, and then or at least you're pressured to see these shows live. And Walking Dead and all that, they everybody, at least everybody I know, DVRs them or other things. And so maybe they're including those DVR numbers in The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones and the Blacklist and things like that. And that's why their numbers are so high. I don't know.
Well, that's funny because that's what happened with 24. Because when 24, when the last episode aired, they didn't count the DVR ratings.
Right.
They only counted
about that.
Yeah, they only counted the network ratings. So they kind of got screwed on that.
And the very next year, I believe, is when they started counting DVR ratings, and that's when they realized that they may have made a mistake. But when Johan and I are sitting there, two friggin' morons in a living room, saying to each other, "I don't understand how 24 could have such low ratings. You know, are they not counting the DVR?" Everybody we knew, everybody was watching it, from all like walks of life. Yet it seemed on the streets to be something massive, but the ratings apparently didn't reflect that. But they did come out and say that that the DVR was part of the reason. But back on topic, let's talk about the husband. While Johan is doing weird things with his dog, I don't want to even imagine.
All right, can I jump to the end?
Go ahead, go anywhere.
And we'll work backwards from there.
Sure
I
thing.
think that he is about to accuse her of what's in that box.
Right. I'm 100% with you. I said the same thing to my girlfriend. I said, next week, you know exactly what he's going to say. He's going to say, "What are you doing with these? What is all of this? What's going on here?"
Yes, exactly. I think that that's what's going to happen. I like the whole backstory was that he had opened this hole. We don't know if he found it or if he opened it on purpose. But he's like staring into this hole, and it didn't look like there was anything in said hole, but maybe there was, and we just didn't see it. And so he spent the entire episode calling Elizabeth King, like trying to get her to come home so they could talk about it. And he was angry. I mean, he was texting her constantly. And during this time, she's talking to Red Reddington about it, and she's like, "Hey, this is what I found out. Like, the gun he had killed a guy here, and it was just some killing, but it was probably more than just some regular killing. I don't know." And then Red Reddington breaks out this file that's all like, "Yeah, this was a double agent that was about to turn over information to the U.S. government, and he shot him before like he defected or something like that." It was some crazy story like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's like a Russian or something. Like he's a part of like because the other guy had a Russian name and it said the guy was defecting from something. So yeah. I'm thinking he's like a Russian spy. But you know what I wrote down as my reference to talk about this? I said the husband was angry because he found his hole had been disturbed.
Of course. I would get rather upset if my hole were disturbed.
Yes.
How about you, Johan?
I'm sorry, my freaking dog was distracting me. She grabbed one of my.
Is your hole being disturbed?
Yeah. What part were we at? I'm sorry, my dog was being a super bitch.
All right,
we were talking about the husband.
Johan's hole is being disturbed.
You just said yeah.
My hole.
We were talking about
disturbed.
How the husband was angry because he found out his hole had been disturbed.
Oh yes. Yeah. No. That was a good scene, and you know, who knows where that's going to lead.
You like watching Mr. Matthews have his hole disturbed?
Yeah, I do actually. It's That's a great title for a movie. Now that you mentioned it, Mr. Matthews having his whole had his whole disturbed.
Is that his last name? Is Matthews? Please tell me you're referring to the character, not to me.
No, that's either his real name or his name from 90210. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know him from 90210. That's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna type in his name right now.
Unless it was the original 90210, which I completely and totally copped to watching.
Listen, man, Brenda
For like the
and
first 6
Kelly.
seasons.
Brenda and Kelly were all up in the new 90210, and they talked about
All right,
the
let's
baby,
stick on Blacklist,
the baby that Kelly had, and they implied who did she have the baby with? Was it with Brandon? Was it with Dylan? Who did she have it with? But then you found out it was with Dylan. She had a baby with Dylan, but Dylan
The
was all
original
like living.
90210 went downhill when Audrey had her kid. The
Todd,
smart
who
girl
had a
had
kid?
Shut
her
up
kid.
with your
That pissed me off.
90210.
Shut up, stupid! With whose kid? Whose kid? Who had a kid? Whose kid?
The smart girl. Remember the smart girl with the glasses?
She was on the show. She was on one of the episodes. It was all about Silver's sister.
Like all grown up by now.
Well, not really all about, but they sort of centered on David Silver's sister, the baby who was had towards the end of the original 90210.
Yeah.
All right. You done with your little fucking gay 0210 speech?
No,
No,
I'm not.
All right, let's go
Dylan
back.
is so dreamy.
His name is Ryan Eggold, and it was
Okay.
Mr. Matthews on there. So go on, Johan. Speak about your beard that is filled with many Ryan Eggolds.
If only that were true. No.
So yeah, I totally think. Sorry, go on.
No. Please, Matt. Please.
I was about to cut you off again. I do that a lot. I don't mean to. Go for it.
Damn it, Matt. No. No. Go ahead, please. I was just saying.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, it totally it seems that it's gonna end, or that in the next episode, he's gonna be like, why the fuck are there passports for me in here? Why the fuck is there a gun in here? Why the fuck is there this much money in here? What the fuck is this? And she's gonna be like, wait, what?
Bitch, you
Yeah,
freak.
he's gonna.
I just found out that you killed blah blah blah, and he's gonna be like, I just found out that you killed blah blah blah. Or
Yeah, and he's
going
gonna have her wrapped up again, because otherwise they wouldn't have wasted their opening this week on a dream sequence. Because if they were gonna give us that, they would have. Why would they give a dream sequence right now? I think, excuse me, we're gonna have the happy couple questioning, her questioning him for at least another 2 episodes at least.
Right.
Oh, dude, we got like 20, like close to 20 more episodes after this. Think about how deep the rabbit hole can go.
Yeah.
I mean, I just keep wondering if they're gonna have enough content to keep this show going after the first.
Exactly, look, if they do, it's exciting.
Well, we're gonna find out. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna
purposely
say
trying to keep interrupting you, Johan. That's become the theme. I just want us all to keep interrupting. We're gonna all just interrupt each other for the rest of the show. Go ahead, Matt.
I'm afraid to now.
So anyway,
what were you saying now, Matt? All right, let's go.
Oh,
for real.
I had a theory, but I'm gonna save it for wild speculation.
The whole world is a wild speculation.
Yes.
The whole freaking show is a wild speculation.
All right, what else do we want to talk about?
That was a pretty cool scene when the agent goes in. Well, then they got to meet up with that girl, the woman.
That was cool when he was like, she is basically she's France's version of you, talking to the head of the FBI guy. She was right about to become you, and then she joined our side and went so much further.
Mm.
Which is pretty funny, because if you remember, that is actually Red Reddington's story. Red Reddington was on his way to becoming like a general or something.
That's because that's when they joined the Illuminati.
Up going over to the other side.
Did we lose you? Yes. What? Todd?
What?
That's when they joined the Illuminati.
Yes, that's when he joined the Illuminati. They're all members of the Illuminati. I'm shocked.
That's how it's gonna end. The big reveal is gonna be the Illuminati.
Sure enough.
The whole time, it's the Illuminati.
You know what? I know you're probably joking, but I would not be
Nope.
surprised.
I'm not joking
I
because the
seriously would not be
conspiracy.
surprised if we had some Robert Langdon kind of shit here.
No, I'm totally not joking. One of the networks just picked up. Have you guys seen the movie The Conspiracy? It's like the
Yeah.
Blair Witch Project mixed
Yeah.
with Alex Jones's raid of Bohemian Grove. It's actually a good movie. It's way better than Blair Witch. I'll tell you that much. It's one of the better found footage films in a while. A testament to that is the fact that one of the networks just bought that show, and they're bringing it to the movie, and they're bringing it to series, an hour-long weekly series. So.
Right.
The whole Illuminati secret government stuff, that's big news, and it's another kind of horror.
Well,
You know what I mean?
it would certainly play into the plot if they chose to go that route. I mean, the show does
He's
lend
CIA
itself.
at least. Go ahead. I'm sorry. He's
The
CIA
show-
at least.
The show does lend itself to that type of.
Anal
plot
bleaching.
twist.
I know exactly what
Yeah.
you mean.
Hey, I know you know all about anal bleaching, don't you, Todd?
Twice a week.
But anyway, no, that would be a really cool twist, I think. The whole maybe that's who Skinny Pete's character is. Maybe he's Red's inside guy of the Illuminati or something like that.
That's why when Matt said that Skinny Pete might pull the strings, that's why I was so willing to bite on that thread. I bit
That-
Matt's thread.
That would be cool. What else?
It's
did
It's
we
a
cover?
rope. It's a fucking thick rope, okay?
It's a fucking
Not a
rope.
thread.
It's a
Not a
fucking
thread,
rope.
It's a rope.
Why did you just do that all Boondock Saints, you
But yeah, that
You
would,
just
You
that would
just did that
actually
all
make sense.
Braveheart, Boondock Saints.
I don't know,
this,
like when he said rope, that just popped in my head from that scene from Boondock Saints 2. When
Oh,
he's-
so that was Boondock Saints.
yeah, yes, it was. Well, hey, Norman.
Do it again.
Reedus.
Do it again.
What?
Do it again.
You and your
Do it
stupid.
again.
Shut up and I'll do it. You
Do
and
it
your
again.
stupid fucking rope. Yeah, stupid fucking rope. Shove it up your fucking ass. All right.
It wasn't as good this time, Johan.
All right. Well, you know what? It's always better the first time around.
I liked it, Johan. Don't listen to him.
Not spaghetti.
Oh, man.
Spaghetti's better the next day.
Eat that shit cold.
What else
But
we got?
yeah,
What else we got?
The idea of the Illuminati having.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to go with the Illuminati thing. The idea of the Illuminati having a adversary, and they're trying to take out this adversary, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
Please see that
maybe
happen. That would
that
be
would
amazing.
be cool. That would be really cool. I
That
agree.
would. And Matt, I want you to know, I've discovered there's about an 8-second delay from when we talk to when you hear it. So it may feel like we're trampling you a lot more than we are. We're definitely trampling you, but we're trying.
I'm sorry,
hope
I'm
we're all
getting a
trampling
lot of
each other.
video and audio breakup, so I didn't hear what you said.
That's exactly what I was trying to tell you.
But yeah.
Make the camera get off of
What
me.
else we got? What else we got?
What else do we have? We've got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Yo, lay it down.
Uh,
DMC.
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. It's the devil. When the phone rang, I like that
Yeah.
line. Matt's line that he mentioned last week when they said, when I don't know if you can hear this or not yet, Matt, but when Matt said last week or the week before, no, it was last week during the Stew Maker, when I was bringing up the line of "You're a monster," and he's like, "Yes," and Matt said he expected them to say, "But you're our monster." They actually did something like that this week when the FBI director, when they said, "How are we supposed to talk to a psychopath?" and the FBI director goes, "We have our own psychopath."
Yeah, that was a cool line.
Give Matt a few seconds. Matt, you didn't hear it before, but there's about an 8-second
here.
delay. There's about an
I didn't hear what
8-second delay.
he said though.
That was a cool line. Yeah,
Wow.
no. And then they get Red Reddington, and he's in that author's house. That was a cool scene.
Yeah, I liked that whole bit about
That
the
was a
author.
cool.
That
Yeah,
was awesome.
that
Yeah.
was that was a really cool scene. Oh, Matt just dropped out.
Matt has fallen out of technical
Oh,
difficulties. It has nothing to do with size. He has fallen out because of technical difficulties only.
yes.
um,
Oh God.
oh gosh, I really don't have many notes because, again, this show, I just want to watch it. Like, and I feel there's enough to talk about without writing notes. So I only kind of write a little bit of key things, and then I pull up a recap for anything we need to look at. But my notes were simply dream sequence was cool. Speak of the devil, it's the devil.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to categorize as a horror action. Husband was angry because he found his hole had been disturbed, and finally found our adversary. So we've talked about all of the points that I wanted to bring up. Matt, can you hear us good now?
Nope.
Nope, good. Did you get anything I said about our psycho? About the monster? Did you get any of that?
Actually, I didn't. I apologize. But
Okay,
go on,
no.
Go on and skip it.
No, because it's directly related to you, so it would be pointless to skip it. We're just gonna have to trudge through it. What I said was last week you said when they said you're a monster, and he goes, yes, I am, and you said you expected them to say, but you're our monster. Remember that?
Yeah. Yes. And he was like, she was like, you're a monster.
Does Matt remember that, Johan? Shut up.
You shut up, Todd, and let Matt talk.
That's right. Yes. Okay. So you said that last week. That's what you expected. They did something like that this week when they said the guy's a psychopath. How are we supposed to talk to him? And then the FBI director says we have our own psychopath.
Oh yeah.
So I taught to you when that happened. It made me think of you.
Yeah, that's not the only time you think of me at night. I know it.
Shut up, Matt. Don't talk about it. It's weird if you talk about it, and it's weird if we look each other in the eyes.
Yes.
No, that's
the first rule
weird.
of gay wet dreams is don't talk about gay wet dreams.
Yeah.
Just make a sandwich and carry on. What else? What else do we have to talk about? It was a great episode. Great episode. There was disturbing holes. There were new adversaries hinted at. Exciting fucking Michael Myers-esque, in my opinion.
Many holes were disturbed in this season, in this episode. Many holes were disturbed.
That is true. Many holes were cut and many holes were opened.
Right. Great episode for mystery.
Right. Yes.
Scooby-Doo and the gang would be, they'd be going crazy right now.
They'd be proud of how many holes have been opened.
Johan, you pushed it, man. You pushed it.
I know.
You went too far with the holes. we safely let it go. We safely let go of the holes.
Wait. Are you saying I went?
Opened it back up.
Are you saying I went too far into the hole?
I'm saying you went too deep into the hole. Yeah.
My bad.
Too deep. What else we got? Anything else, guys, before we get into wild speculation? Please insert pornographic music there, please.
Yeah. Brown chicken.
Wild speculation. Wild.
Matt, you there? Matt, you there?
He froze.
He froze again.
He froze in the most uncomfortable way.
Like, he just yeah. But alright, so let's get into wild speculations then.
You can't do it without Matt. Well, let's just keep making something for Diano to make a theme song with. Wild speculation. All right, come on. Let's just talk about it. Do it.
What, the wild speculations?
Give me yours. Johan, give me yours. Give it to me, Johan. Give it to me.
Since you said it like that.
Give it to me now.
All right, shut up, Todd.
Please, give it to me.
Stop it, you weirdo. Anyway,
I think Johan.
What? I think that the show is going to go. I
Your
think
beard looks really ominous these days.
I think next episode. Shut up. I think the next episode with her what's her face, Elizabeth and his wife and her husband. I think they're gonna have to talk. I think he's gonna be like,
The
"Yo,
talk?
bitch." He's gonna be like, "Yo, bitch."
The
look
birds
at
and the
this
bees.
box."
What is so he's gonna be turned into Jesse
Yo.
Pinkman?
Yeah.
And then Skinny
Exactly.
Pete's gonna come out, and then they're gonna start jamming out to Fallacy, and Badger's gonna come out too. And they're
Yeah.
gonna start jamming out with their band.
Episode's gonna be a fucking Breaking Bad reunion. But yeah, he comes in and he's just like, "Yo, bitch, what's with the box?" She's gonna be like, "Oh," and he's gonna be like,
She's like, oh, I don't know what that shit's about. I never saw that thing before. Fuck that box.
yeah,
I think my box is.
Oh. And then he's gonna be like, I don't know. It's gonna be a good episode.
That's a
I'm back
great one.
again.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry, guys.
It's just in time. Johan babbled incoherently for the last few minutes with his wild speculation. Now, what is your wild speculation?
My wild speculation is that Elizabeth Keene is not his daughter. Elizabeth
Agreed.
Keene's husband is his
her daughter.
son. Is his son.
Intriguing, though I don't know. I got the first half. I agree. I don't know if I agree on the second half.
Well, that's just it. Is he be taking care of his daughter-in-law by taking care of her?
I guess maybe. I guess that's not implausible. I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty good, Matt.
I don't know. I'm just
so-
throwing a completely different conspiracy theory out there every week. I'm not going to be in any way consistent, and that way, when we find out what the truth is, I'm going to be like, in
right.
episode 7, I said that shit.
That's a solid plan.
I'm going to scattershot all the conspiracy theories, and hopefully one of them will be right.
Right, and with the three of us doing the same thing, I mean, we're bound to be able to have been the ones who predicted it.
Exactly. That's how smart we are, guys.
You are
we
watching
are.
the smartest show on the internet, folks.
We are the 3 smartest men on the internet out right now.
And most handsome, and we're hung like mooses.
Damn Skippy. Tell him.
Wait.
How you
I'm hung like a mouse. A mouse is like a moose, right?
Right.
Yeah, yes.
I
Well,
know it's
mooses.
Tell them how you
Mooses.
disturb holes. Tell them how you.
Mooses is the plural for mouse, right? Because that's what I meant. I meant plural for mouse when I said mooses.
Yes, exactly.
Tell them how you disturb holes. Tell them.
Yes.
You are pushing the hole too far again.
All right. Well, with all that being said, great episode, guys.
Wait, I gotta get my wild speculation.
Oh, well then, fucking.
You don't
All
get
right.
one.
All right, wait. I don't
You have
mind.
to earn it.
All right, I'm gonna work for it. Let's see. I speculate that the show will have nothing to do with the Ice Capades. Number one, never once will the Ice Capades be mentioned.
Damn it! That was gonna be my next wild speculation. Damn it! I could have sworn that's the route they were going. It was nice.
No.
Son of a
What about
bitch!
Disney on Ice? That's not Ice Capades.
Okay,
No.
yeah, that could definitely be more plausible.
All right. I'm sticking with what I said about the personal relationship between Skinny Pete and James Spader.
He's now Skinny Pete for forever, isn't he?
Damn straight. You do not walk away from Breaking Bad and think you can be another person ever again. No, not happening.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Bryan
Cranston might as
Cranston?
well. Yeah, he might as well retire.
Listen, he may have been Hal.
His gravestone's going to read, "I was Skinny Pete."
Look, Bryan Cranston went from a very iconic character on Malcolm in the Middle. Hal was such a character that he was already being typecast when they put him into one of those TV National Lampoon movies. They had him playing that same zany Hal type character, and this show even redefined him, very shortly after.
Yeah.
Nobody is safe.
Well, after Malcolm in the Middle, I think people had a hard time taking Bryan Cranston as a serious actor. I think they kind of just saw him as I wouldn't say a joke necessarily, but I don't think they thought he could pull off the character with Walter White that
Yeah, definitely not. And you know what? Actually, everything that I just said is actually the reason why the Michael J. Fox show is failing. Because people are so used to these characters that they're tuning in and they see Marie and then they're like, why isn't Michael J. Fox going after the meth? They don't understand. They're like, did Hank get this fucked up?
Because that's why the Michael J. Fox show is failing. It's not just because the Michael J. Fox show isn't that interesting.
Hey, it's kind of funny.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I love Michael J. Fox, and I love that he tried coming back to television, but yeah.
Bring back Spin City.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's my whole wild speculation. Michael J. Fox sells meth, and Skinny Pete and James Spader are connected in a non-sexual way, and it has to do with that girl and some other stuff. No escapades.
Have you seen Red Reddington with a girl ever?
No. Well, not physically, not like that.
Yes, he banged that lady. He banged that French lady.
Well, he implied it. You never actually see it. He implied it.
They've made other implications about him being like a ladies' man.
I don't think he's gay. But why should that matter if he is or isn't?
James Spader fucks leg holes, not buttholes.
Yes.
What if he fucks all the holes?
He does actually. So I mean.
Well, he is James Spader, so.
I'm sure he does. All of his characters fuck each hole.
After every episode, they just have one.
Crevices too. It's not just holes. It's not just holes. There's crevices and nooks and crannies. Pastries, valleys. Yeah, ravines.
Flowers.
Dikes.
After
like
they're done,
volcanoes.
After they're done filming every episode, James Spader holds a giant orgy with the cast and crew. I know this from a very, very private
reliable source.
Reliable and private source.
Is reliable source the internet?
No, it's the fact that James Spader lives in his beard.
Yeah.
And with that, does anybody else have anything to say?
Shazbot.
That's disgusting.
I just want to say that, actually, I know it's because he holds the orgies in my beard. So.
Oh, that's why you're always so sticky.
Yes.
That's a Hangouts Against Humanity card. Why am I sticky?
That was a Hangouts Against Humanity reference.
Why am I so sticky? What's this white stuff all over me? Ew! Alright, that's enough.
Alright, so then, good night, world.
Good night.
Don't forget, Bachicaloops.